Such groovy music, isn't it? Well, then again, the Undertale is full of groovy music. Let me just adjust here a little bit. I'm gonna leave the playlist ticker up there because this game really doesn't have any music. It does have its own radio inside, but it's pretty much copyrighted music, so I'm gonna be having that up there. But for now, let's just go into the game itself and figure out which of the levels I'm gonna play. I know I did this with White a long time ago. We did that Two Morons Let's Play out of Waste Disposal. And I've done solo the Christmas DLC once. Is this the same clipboard as in Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes? Well, it's similar, but it's not the same thing. I mean, different companies made the games. What kind of game is this? You clean up gore. It's pretty much you are the janitor working for a company that comes to clean up all the things that have happened, like in the different kinds of sci-fi movies, video games, aliens attack or some kind of an experiment goes wrong, things happen, there's a lot of bodies and everything. And you're the cleanup crew that comes in to clean it all up to make the place look all fancy and dandy once again. That's all it is. There's tons of references to movies and video games in all of the levels, depending on what kind of level you are in. Like Frostbite here is in a tundra area, lots of snow and everything, and it's full on nothing but references to the John Carpenter's The Thing. That's all it is. And all these other levels, they all have hidden references to all kinds of things. Like, the Overgrowth has references to Predator. Let's see, what else? The Gravity Drive is full of references to Event Horizon. Revolutionary Robotics is Terminator and RoboCop and other stuff. The Thing is a fantastic movie, one of the best horror movies ever made. Unearthly Excavation, I think, has some references to Half-Life and other stuff. And these, the rest down here are mods that I've downloaded from the workshop. But I noticed this. There was one level, Uprinsing. I don't think I've ever played this one. Because there's cubicles and everything, I have never played this one. They've actually added a new level since the last time I played. And that was like a year ago. Let's go for it. If it's something new, of course I'm gonna play it. So let's just start our work. Hey, Spiky! And if you die, you get to clean up your own body. Yeah, you can actually die in this game. You're gonna explode yourself or whatever, and you leave giblets behind. A new janitor will come in and they have to clean up the previous janitor's giblets. So yeah, it's a fun game in that way. And yes, this is also a multiplayer game. You can bring in as much as like 6 players into one level. But it can get crowded and it can really cause a lot of lag, so usually the recommended amount of players in one level, 4 at the maximum. Because otherwise there's gonna be tons of lag. So apparently my name is Janitor. Forgot to change my name in the profile. I'm a junior executive janitor. Given the nature of what occurred at this department, we will keep this curt. Clean up the residual fallout of the incident, or you shall find yourself in some very dark waters indeed. That's usually the explanation there. All right, let's see. So I got my mop, got my sniffer, and I got my work thingy here. This is pretty much the same thing that they told you right at the beginning. Alrighty. Well, I can tell that this has been an uprising here, so this is maybe a reference to Red Faction. Well, it's called uprinsing. Yeah, this is Red Faction. Time to pay the piper. Mm-hmm. So these are janitorial offices then, that something happened. No droids, where is our safety? That reminds me of Dead Space. Give us our due or we'll take it by force. More blood, more pay. Hi there, camera. Alright. Now I just need to find where I can get some buckets. And, oh yeah, there's the big banger. Oh yeah, also, I should do this. Put on some music. Resume. Don't replace us, say no to machines. Where's our gear? Hey, it's a crash that dummy. It's an iRobot. Okay. Fuck the machines. Okay, we're getting the picture here. It's an uprinsing, yeah. I guess they got tired of people getting replaced by robots. Strange smells still around. Janitors? Tie found. If yours, call Amy Surplus. Leave my water alone. Text loopholes. Find more. Confirms. Incident. A lot of incidents. Non-disclosure meeting. Thursday. Damn the unions. Please remove the old tuna sandwich from fridge. Air quality problems. Get a janitor up here. Fix lock on door 053. So one of the doors doesn't have a good lock on it, okay? I hope the music is not too loud. Do let me know if it is. It's funny because your job is a janitor, a clean blood for pay. Yep. Detroit become human? No, not that, it's not, that kind of a situation here. Adjust quarterly figures. Anger management plus course. Monday. Mandatory. Restock Nutri cabinet. Shred record self for incident 7A. Cro-Magnon the bobblehead. Somebody lost a Cro-Magnon bobblehead? Let's find it. But first I need to find the things that I do need to find. Buckets and man. Jeez. Corporate pigs. Fascists. We demand rights. We want to be your slaves. Our rights. And this is what we use to leave here. Oh, I found what I needed. Oh, excuse me. That's where I get the buckets. That's where I get the these, the biohazard. What a load of disposable bins. Their heads will look nice in my trunk. Clean this! Oh, I will. That's my job, after all. Okay, management. Peace, please. But it also looks like it's shitting. Oh, I want to read that. What a day! First there was an aftermath of Mrs. Parawati's curry, and now I have had multiple reports of run-ins in the sanitation personnel. Something is definitely up with them, and that doesn't bode well. Ugh, I suppose I'll have to run this by their representative, Mrs. Fielder. Ever since she was employed as a liaison, she's started to identify with a lot of them. It's highly irregular. Well, I'll just have to bite the bullet and run this through her. She better get them in line before the higher-ups hear about this, or we're all in for it. You know what? This might be actually a reference to Metropolis. That old silent 2-hour silent movie that we watched together in one of the movie Mondays. Because that was like an uprising too. They created an AI that was supposed to turn something to something. Lots of fascism and all that in that as well. Where's the incinerator? I can hear fire. Are the stuff in the maps randomly generated, or is it the same placement for the blood bodies, etc. every time? Same placement. It's always the same every time, so you can really learn the layouts of every map and be very efficient taking care of them eventually. Ah, gotta go downstairs. Where are our rights? Up your ass sideways. Hey, look! We got ourselves a Terminator. A golden one. Or maybe a very rusty one. Ah, the broom. I have another tool to use. And there's that. Good. Okay, let's see. I need to find. Still need to find a furnace, which is right here. So this is where we start. Ah, found this as well. The harm. Well, apparently they do wash off, but extremely slowly. No, that doesn't help. There must be a better way to take care of those. Well, somebody blew up here. Yeah, well, they were brushing something here, apparently, before they exploded with light. This is usually how I do things first. Always collect all the things that you need to burn in the furnace. And after that, start cleaning up everything with your mop. How's it going there, man? Sorry that this happened to you. Oh, I didn't want to close it. And also these name tag things. Why are there two harms? Here. With these name tags you find next to the corpses, you can actually take up to the Poncho-matic, which is the device that you use to get out of here eventually when you've done cleaning up. There it is. But you can use these on it. There. You have tagged the employee out. They have now been released from their job. Or at least acknowledge that, hey, these guys are dead. No need for them to work anymore here. Andrew Black. You are punched out. There you go. I also need to find the areas where I need to put all of those. I'll get to that eventually. There we go. Actually, you're coming with me. Excuse me, coming through. we go. Put you in. Close this side. There, put you in there. Ah, I need to bring all of the stuff here. Good. I also have body bags. I can burn those. There's a lot of things you need to burn in the level. For now, let's just go get ourselves... What's in here? More of these. Yeah. The devil. Let's see what we got here. Vial of acid. Why? Solar flare. Useless. First aid supplies. That's what we need. There are medkits, what do you call them? Displays on the walls here and there. So you need to resupply them with those. Huh. Okay. Joe Soap, sanitation technician. I'm so excited right now. That janitor from Division F brought us some more info about Bob. It's been months since we heard any rumors. Apparently he's hiding out on a planet somewhere, but no one knows if he's alive or dead. Few of us who believe in Bob know the truth. He's preparing to come out of the shadows and strike. He's coming back to save us all. I know it. Yeah, there's a little side story in the game all the time. In each level there is a note like this hidden somewhere, and that note is from Bob. It's a very intricate side story that goes on in the game. I'm not gonna spoil anything else about it, but if you're ever getting this game into your hands, be on the lookout for those. It's like a little bit of an Easter egg. Yeah, I left behind the thing that I needed. Excuse me for banging this on you. Here we go. Oh, stay in. There. Ta-da! Has been replenished. Why? Smash vials of acid on graffiti to make it easier to clean. Or melt the door. I never thought of that. See if it works. Well, kind of works on the wall, but that's not what I meant to do. Huh, it does work. I've never played this level of it. And also, hey there, Acta Lucia. Welcome to the stream. I've never played this level before, so I didn't know that that's actually a useful thing, that acid. So thanks for the tip. Have I heard of Fallout 76? Yes, I have. And it's really interesting that they're actually making a game based on a vault. Not just the surrounding, but a vault itself. Fascinating. I wonder what kind of a story they're gonna tell in it. And also the most interesting thing is that it's kind of a prequel to the other games, because on the timeline it's like, what was it, over 70 years before Fallout 1? So, or it wasn't even over 90 years. I think it was about 90 years before Fallout 1, so they can do all kinds of old school stuff. So that's gonna be at least the most exciting part of it. It's almost signed. Thanks to Rules Health, we now have better understanding of the office layout and what areas we need to secure if this little protest of ours is going to have any success. Far too long, we've suffered in silence. Bob fights for us, but now we'll fight for him. We will be heard. Still got a feeling that Bob is the reason for this. And not in the reason that, hey, we're gonna fight for Bob. I mean, as in, Bob is the one who kills everybody. I don't know why, but it's just a hunch. Okay, let's start the way that I always do things. Because I don't want to break from my usual tactics on how I play this game. And also you have this tool, which is the sniffer. This setting that I have on finds out where all the blood and gore is. And this setting detects all of these decals and also the burn marks that you need to clean up. So it's a very useful tool towards the end when you think you have cleaned everything up. That's why it's called a sniffer, because it has a nose on the end that sniffs out all of these things that you might have missed. I mean, these kind of bullets and everything the bullet casings and such could be in a corner somewhere that you cannot spot very easily, so the sniffer will sniff it out if you need it. You can't vacuum them up, but I can use the mop to, you know, do this. Gather them up a little bit nicer. The only problem is that, yeah, the mop gets bloody as well. Not mop. Broom gets bloody as well. But this is how you do it, Gabriel. One by one. There is no vacuum. Greetings, still Chillmaker. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to me trying to clean up this place that I've never cleaned before. But it's exciting for me too, because I've never played this level before, so we'll see how it goes. That's a lot of glass. I do know a better way of getting rid of glass. These people call themselves janitors, yet they leave lots of garbage behind. How's the map so far? Well, I've only started, but it's a pretty big map and lots of things to do, so it's gonna be a grand old live stream, that's for sure. And yes, I am soloing the shit out of this. I like to play this game on my own, a lot. I have like 140 hours on this game, all solo play. So yeah, I like the game a lot. Now let's try to get this downstairs without it breaking everything. Up. Freaking autosave. Stop lagging the game. Stay a while. Stay forever. Thank you for the follow, Shieldmaker. You have 175 hours. It's a great game. Takes a little while to get used to the layout because it's a new map that I haven't ever played, so might get disoriented at times. But I usually get a strong layout of a level in my head quite quickly. So I don't expect to get lost that very often. Perfect music for the level. The sewers music from Last Ninja. Is it safe to chuck a flammable barrel into the furnace? No, because that will explode. And you don't want that because you don't want to destroy those barrels. You want to keep them intact because they're crucial for the 100% cleanup. Keep telling everyone, but they won't listen. They're too busy celebrating and playing that dumb game. This was just too easy. It doesn't feel right at all. I've heard things in the vents and in the elevator shafts. I don't think it's working. Management hasn't contacted us. No representative has come to talk. I'm worried. I'm really fucking worried. Well, she was worried for a reason. They got attacked. And everybody's dead. Just another day in the office. Hey there, dolls! There we go. I knew I could fit it in. Well, excuse me, chair. Jeez, these chairs are dangerous. Best part of the song starts here. The toughest taste in the galaxy, Skunk X, because sometimes you need pure energy. All major outlets. Cro-Magnon and PI. He's gonna get prehistoric on your ass. Now into its 32nd season only on Ferret. I think I made a mistake, a terrible mistake. My identification is Mrs. Rothfielder. Huh. Management hasn't come and it's the third day already. I shouldn't have thrown my lot in with these guys. Management has no intention of giving us what we want. I've been trying to mobilize everyone to secure the doors and stay alert, but they have no discipline. I fear it'll make us easy pickings. What the hell was I thinking? I'm even wearing their goddamn outfits, for Christ's sake. Shit, there it is again, that noise. Fuck it, I'm going downstairs. It's way too exposed up here. Well, we know what happened downstairs. Just she didn't make the safety. I'm sure one of the corpses that we find downstairs is her. And also easy for them to cover her body to be found downstairs in a janitor outfit, because there is a female janitor model in the game. The model is always random. You can either be male or female when you play online or just solo. Which is cool. That it changes like that. Get back in there. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Oh, I said careful. You saw nothing. Everything's fine. No mistakes were made. Maybe a couple. Maybe lost some stuff from out there. Pet request. I'll take this upstairs. Didn't it always fun when DSL modems started to throw off grid for a couple of days and tried to troubleshoot either the connection without access to Google? Always fun, indeed. You like to imagine janitor prancing around when carrying a garbage box. Well, you wouldn't, if you were playing this online with friends, you wouldn't have to imagine. You would see it. Just people walking around, carrying these things. I think this is garbage. Not too sure. There's so much Viscera up here, so I think it's detecting that. Oh yeah, and also this setting that finds the garbage and everything, it also finds bullet holes. Just for FYI. Mr. Anderson. Yet again, my department's falling behind because of the damn sanitation crew I have to work with. They're getting increasingly stubborn when assigned to one of the many incidents that come through in my office. Things are getting fractious, I can feel. I know what guidelines say about signs of discontent, but I just don't have the time to complete staff overhaul. The numbers don't look good, as long as they continue working, I'm not going to risk taking this higher up. Like I said in the pre-stream music session, the other track from this game, fantastic orchestral music for such a little simple puzzle game. Cute, so what's the story here? Dexter born again, or that bad movie Samuel Jackson? Oh, you're just a janitor taking care of business. Things went wrong here, people died, and you're just here to clean things up. Make sure it's all cleaned up once again. That's what the game is all about, Petri. You're just a janitor. Not Roger Wilco quality, though. Oh, Jane Doe! I read one of your things. So we found your corpse. Can't even trust chairs anymore. Just think what the real-life counterpart must be like. Well, if you've seen any gangster movies or such and they call up for the cleaners, just like in Pulp Fiction when they call for Mr. Wolf to clean up their mess in the car. This is what we're doing, except we don't work for any crime bosses or anything, we're a corporation. Pretty much this is the corporation we work for, and now we're here to clean up the uprising that might have happened here. Things didn't go well. Love this music in the game. I intend to play the game that this music is from at one point. It's a PlayStation 1 game that I used to play a lot. Because it's a fun puzzle game with extremely fantastic music, as you can hear. Very appropriate music.
Someone called the SWAT on a strike in progress. No, this is a janitorial company, and they were having an uprising against the higher-ups of the company because they weren't paying them enough or anything. And apparently somebody said a killer squad of robots in here, and they all got killed. At least that's what I'm getting out of all the things that we're reading about here. And judging from the evidence of the mess.
There! Please don't put me into the fire!
Into the fire.
No!
Error does not compute how fire destroy robots. Because it's superheated. I mean, when fire is hot enough, it will melt diamond. Yeah. Take that, Mega Man. Oh look, another Terminator. Trademark. The Terminated fucker. No, please don't destroy me. I'm here just to clean up. I'm here to destroy you. It's the other way around. Get your feet in there, Terminator. Fine. Didn't want the bullet. Want the bigger thing. Hang on, I need to read what people have been saying. There's been a lot of text. This is like the middle ground between the action gore fest of Doom and the educator of Farm Equipment Operator 3000. Pretty much. Pretty much. Personally, I'd burn all the bodies first, then prance around with box, then clean the blood. That's how I do, Mew. That's how I always do. Take care of all the viscera first, and then clean up the blood, the bullet holes, and other stuff. You used to love this music with the minigun. Minigun was pretty much the best weapon in the Dogs of War. You think that the workers protested and became communists or something because they were being replaced by robots, so they tried to destroy all the robots, but the robots also killed them in self-defense. I don't know. We can all make our own conclusions of what happened here. Everything is ready. Tomorrow is the day. We're going to storm the offices in force and stage a sit-in protest. We'll barricade the doors once everyone is out and ensure our message to management is seen. We will be silent no longer. It's time they gave us our rights. I'm sick and tired of being treated like an animal. So they came in here to protest, but they were locked in for a couple of days until the robots came in and killed them. That's what happened. But apparently they were so good at protecting themselves that they also destroyed the robots. You'd love to hear about the guy who had a sick day the day the slaughter went on. That might be us, because we're not dead. We weren't here. This is Ruth Fielder again. It's been 3 months since my appointment as liaison. I was led to believe I'd be working with savages and degenerates, but it's just not true. At first they were distrustful, but they soon opened up to me. These people suffer. I see it by day. The work they do, it's horrible. I can't imagine having to clean up the aliens and digestive organs every day and without the slightest sympathy. That's my job.
The rumored tale of Bob seems to have done much to inspire them lately. I could hardly believe it at first, but it makes sense. They've let me in on their secret. I plan to get management's attention. Something has to be done. I see that now. Yeah, I think you got their attention all right. The heck is this? Why would this be in here? Like a piece of metal from something. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, just jab it in there and make it get stuck. So sometimes when I see these guys lying down on the ground, they remind me of the engineer from Team Fortress 2. Okay, it's gone. Good. I mean, just look at them. They're dressed up just like the engineer, aren't they? Chaos Engine. I think this is World 3. World 3. Yep. Too bad this game doesn't involve a lawsuit about this incident that would be imminent and immediate. That would be boring. Nobody wants corporate stuff to deal with. Mew, that reminds me of when my dad worked at Terminal Island Correctional Facility. One day, over 900 inmates had a mass brawl riot on one of your dad's days off. Damn. Counted himself lucky to be absent that day. I'm sure he did. You think Hercules still has the best idea to approaching this disaster scene? Just reroute a major river to come rushing through this place. Clean. Yeah, but you would get rid of also lots of important stuff that is in here that we need to keep intact and such. I mean, we don't just clean everything up here. Some things need to stay here in their own proper places. Mops and stuff, it's our time. Our time indeed. Wait, this is the right way. What am I thinking about? Any more corpses here? Bob will free us. I don't think he did. Well, that's how you get rid of the bodies. You gotta burn them all. It's the only way. Just like you burn all of the garbage. And also, this is why you do all the cleaning last, because of you doing this. Hitting the walls and everything, putting more blood everywhere. But it's always best to get rid of the viscera first. All the gore. And there's a lot of bodies to get rid of here. It's gonna take a long time just to get all of them into the furnace. There you go. It's like those guys have families, eh? Indeed, well, if that works in Judge Dredd, and it works here, that's our job. It's our job to get rid of all of them, so we don't care about their families or anything. We're just doing our job here.
stuff in the way, just trying to get from A to Z or something. Gonna punch you out. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Get you downstairs. Come to think of it, this is how people made money in that Ready Player One movie. Still haven't seen that one. Good thing that company just happened to have a massive furnace at the basement. I think all of this stuff like the Slush-O-Matic and the water load and also the furnace, they are brought here and just put at random places. I don't think they are here to begin with. They just come with you. They're delivered here before you come here to clean up the place. At least I think that's how it works. I think this might be how people make money in a future reality, just doing mindless things in VR. It's a possibility. This kind of a game would work great in a VR. At least I think so. Not to mention the poor robots and their robot families. Lucky Janitor has telekinesis, so he doesn't need to actually touch the dead bodies. I thought they keep them handy just in case they need to feed some employees in the furnace. Then again, the company could have saved a lot of money by putting those robots to clean up the mess. Nah, this kind of a job requires a man. Or a human for the job. I mean, would a robot be so efficient at carrying bodies and throwing them downstairs? I think not. I think that was the last of the, oh, there's a corpse. Never mind. There they all are. Oop. I just need to bring all of you into the furnace. Get out of harm's way. The device is called harm. That was a joke. Bottom dish and all that. Yep. Yep. Machines will take care of all the really important things, and humans will play work to pass away their lives while earning virtual credits. We're seeing evidence that it would work. True, true, true. This guy evidently needs a companion cube after this gig. Oh, trust me, I have a lot of stuff in my office already. Unless the game has reset my office and then there's nothing but garbage. But I have a big collection of stuff there if it still is the same office that I left it at. I hope people won't get any motion sickness from how fast this guy moves. You think Fallout 76 will be an MMO or online? I hope they don't go that route. I mean, they have tried to make a Fallout online game, but it failed miserably. And Fallout Tactics was a kind of a multiplayer game, but it failed in that aspect as well. Fallout, it's a fascinating world, but you would have to really be careful if you want to turn Fallout world into an MMO. I mean, you have to have the perfect place for it, or something new for it. If you want to really go for it, they would have to figure something new that is not in the known areas, like the Washington DC area, or kind of like California or Nevada. It would have to be something new, like Fallout Tactics was a new area. It was in the Chicago area. That's where the game was based. But I don't think it's gonna be anything like an MMO or an online game. It's just gonna be a typical but a fascinating Fallout game. But we'll see. There's no real annotations on what sort of a game it is, so it's all just speculation. So if it's going to be an MMO, then it's going to be an MMO. I don't know. Well, I'm just saying that I hope it's not going to be, because that can be screwed up easily. Open world survival. That's pretty much what all of the Fallout games are. They're all open world survival games. I am Batman. That's what the music is. The more you think about it, the more it makes sense. Why it could vastly reduce homelessness, third world hunger, domestic disputes, passive distraction via digital control, and the Matrix. Oh, we just need some AI overlords to take over our bodies and turn us into batteries. Then we all will live happily ever after. There's a body I missed. Where? Where's the body? There it is. There's two bodies. They're there. Let's take care of them. What if sometimes if you picked up glass, your hands got more bloody because you accidentally got cut? That doesn't happen. We got telekinesis, if you haven't noticed. Oh yeah, the guy sitting on the table. Of course, you too. Forgot about you. Forgot about you as well. So there were 3 corpses. 3 bodies. Trust me, I'm carrying the body. I can hear from the slushiness. Even if you don't see it on the screen, I'm still carrying it. Easy to tell from all the... this noise.
At least most of these corpses are intact. So we don't need to carry all kinds of body parts everywhere. That's the more annoying part in the levels, when you have to gather up all of the body parts that have been strewn about. But there's still a lot of garbage that we need to gather. So it's time to go get ourselves some disposal boxes. Watch out! They're gonna stay there. Will it fit? Well, barely. I think solar cells are more efficient at the power generation over the human body. Yeah, human bodies actually don't produce a lot of electricity. So Matrix was wrong in that area. I mean, you could use kinda use human bodies as thermal power, but even that doesn't produce a lot of energy. So humans as batteries doesn't really work. So Matrix got something wrong, and that is why it cannot be believed to be true. But there is no Matrix. So everybody can stop worrying that we do live in a real world. Doesn't this glass fragment look like the logo for the Starfleet from Star Trek? Has a similar shape. I always thought of that when I see that glass shard. I mean, just look at it. It's just like Starfleet. Captain Kirk to Enterprise. Quantity over quality. Yeah, pretty much. You said you'd clean the bodies first, but knowing you, you'd probably clean one room pristine and then look at the rest of the map and cry. As this game states, burn body is to move turbines for power generation. The body burns way too quickly and takes too long to create for the minute payoff. Seeing images in broken glass, right up there with cloud gazing. Yep. It's called matrixing. Fun fact, in the original Matrix script, the machines used humans as CPUs, not batteries, but meddling executives edited it because they thought the audience wouldn't understand. Well, using humans as CPUs would have made a lot more sense. The internet says that the human body produces 100 watt thermal energy per day, so if the internet says so, it has to be true, right? Of course, when the internet says so. Also confirmed, Half-Life 76. Yes, we're getting it. What? Nice image. Very, very nice image. A duck's quack doesn't echo and nobody knows why. Yeah, that's an old Mythbusters episode too, like from season 3 or 4. Yeah, internet knowledge, grain of salt, yep. Jeff was making a joke, people, about internet is always right. So if the internet says that a duck's quack doesn't echo, then it's true. You're all proven wrong. A TV show is made up already. Internet is always. So Half-Life 3 at 2076. You heard it here first. Yep. It's gonna take a long time, but they're gonna make it. Also, does anybody even know the reason why they haven't made Half-Life 3? Then again, they once blew up an old van by filling it with gas and using a remote to unlock mechanisms, trying to prove it could be done. Mythbusters have done lots of crazy stuff over the years. Adam Jefferson. I had rather unpleasant encounter downstairs with one of those sanitation drones this morning. The office bathroom was fully occupied after last night's office party curry, forcing me to use the downstairs one. This filthy guy in his overalls started shouting at me, asking all sorts of things I didn't have the answers to, and throwing beer bottles at me. How the hell did they get beer? I really don't like those damn guys being so close to us up here. Management must do something about this. So the janitors were downstairs while all the other workers were up here. No wonder they were pissed off. Steve Orwell. This is great! He's got tons of snacks, beer, entertainment! This guy Jefferson's got a really funky game about a group of janitors on his workstation. These dudes are such a laughable parody. Like, why would we ever trip and fall in our own buckets? Dude, this shit's insulting, but like so hilarious. I'm adding this shit to my demands list. He's talking about this game because you can actually trip on your own bucket and that can actually kill you. Nice Zelda reference. Very nice. Isn't there a meme about why there isn't a Half-Life 3 by this company? Well, there's a lot of memes about Half-Life 3, why they haven't made it, but there is a reason why they haven't made it. Mythbusters was cool, and I'm glad Adam Savage has a regularly updating YouTube channel. Yeah, he has his own channel where he does a lot of cool stuff. Not any myth-busting, but a lot of just random science-y cool stuff that he does. And also just random weirdness and silliness. Well, excuse me, Princess. Fine. Half-Life 3 won't calm you thinking how perfect that game has to be. The pressure must be immense. Rooster got it right. That's why they haven't made Half-Life 3, because they're afraid that people will think the game will suck. That's the reason. The pressure is too much on them. So they cannot make Half-Life 3 happen. It's all because of us, the fans. And that is a really good reason why they haven't made the game. Because they're afraid. They're afraid that the game will suck and the company will go under because we won't like them anymore because of one game. So it's an understandable reason why they haven't made Half-Life 3.
It sounds stupid, but there's also a very good reason for it. We put too much pressure on everybody at Valve. And that's why they haven't even made a Left 4 Dead 3 either. Because of pressure. Because of us. Yeah, they do have Steam to fall back on, but still. They won't make the games because of us. We keep pressuring them on and on to make the games, but they won't because they're afraid. They're afraid that the game will just be really bad and we're just gonna tell them to fuck off and everything and not buy more of their games or any of their products or anything. Peer pressure. That's what's got to them. And it's a sad thing because I would really like to have a Half-Life 3. I want to see how the freaking story ends, man. It left on such a high cliffhanger. We need you know, an ending. We need to know what happens. What the hell's in here? Oh, one of Bob's letters. Why are you still in there? You should be in my office. So give Half-Life 3 to Rockstar. They'll take 10 years to create an engine so real you'll question if it's actually Half-Life or real life. I don't think Valve would ever give the rights to another company for their baby. I mean, Half-Life is what made Valve. Anybody want a toilet? It's a very good toilet to sit on. To be fair, I wouldn't want to risk the Half-Life 3 or Left 4 Dead 3 ended up like Star Control 3. Yeah, that's a good point. Star Control 3 was a financially it was a disaster. Nobody liked the game because of how they portrayed everything on it. I mean, every alien, a freaking puppet. Puppets? They turned Star Control into a Muppet show. I haven't really played I do have Star Control 3, and I haven't really played it. Maybe I should give it a try to see how it goes. But I have seen imagery of it, and puppets? Still doesn't make any goddamn sense. Puppets. Freaking Muppets. And not to mention, because they are puppets, they look at nothing but puppets. They don't look real at all. So it's the whole Star Control 3, all the aesthetic of it is just a joke. Not to mention, I've heard that the game is a bit boring as well. Nothing compared to Star Control 2, which is an exciting adventure game, but Star Control 3 is like micromanagement a lot. I might like it though, because I like micromanagement games. They can be very relaxing games. Speaking of realism, you'd think Assassin's Creed Origins is a tough act to beat for amazing graphics. Valve wouldn't give up their games, yep. They would not. Can you imagine if Half-Life released and it was riddled with loot boxes and microtransactions? No, I would not, because it's not an online game. It would be very silly if they did that. Listen, we will be heard. Nah, I don't want to listen. Ah, the underwater level in Devil May Cry. I think I broke a few bottles in there. Garbage coming through. Garbage day.
And they ruined Fwifo. Really? They ruined Fwifo? Of all the things?
Maybe I won't like Star Control 3 that much then, if they ruined Fwifo.
I mean, the Spothy are the best. Of how stupid they are and everything. But that's what makes them so intriguing. How their world works. Not to mention they scrapped the Star Control 2 music off every alien species. So they made new music. Star Control 2 had lots of great music in it. Why change?
Oh yeah, because it's a new game. We got new stuff to put in here, so let's make it all new. That's how things work, right? That is how you make a great game. Then you have to prove the justice of the humankind. Now go rest our heroes. You know how the voices suck in Star Control 3? I haven't really heard the voices though, so I can't say anything about the voices. Like I said, I've never played the game, only seen the images and such, but not really seen any gameplay of it. Hey there, Fanta. Put John Romero in lead of Half-Life 3 development, so you get Commander Keen in a Space Marine suit as character. What if Doom Guy is Commander Keen? Change of subject, have you seen the Star Citizen $27,000 ship package? What the fuck? Never even heard of such a thing. $27,000 package? Really? Speaking of Romero, what happened to that Game Boy game I played? I just wanted to try it out. It was a game suggested to me, so I just tried it out. Never said that I would finish the game. It was later on that I found out that it actually is Daikatana, the same game that is notorious, or infamous, I would say. I just thought it was a different kind of a game that had just happened to have the same name, but nope, it is Daikatana, the same game on the PC and Xbox and 64. I think it was on Xbox. I could be wrong. At least it was on Nintendo 64. Did I finish it? Nope. Haven't touched it ever since I made the video. Why are you interested to see me play it? They gave Wiffle this poorly acted, whiny, snobby voice instead of the peppy, pitch-modulated voice from Star Control 2. Star Control 3's Wiffle sounds more like the love child of Marvin, the paranoid android from the awful Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie and the Cavalier from the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. It's seriously bad. Hey, you can't say that Marvin, the paranoid android was bad from the awful movie. That was Alan Rickman, or I should say Alien Rickman. Seriously, that was Alien Rickman voicing Marvin from the awful movie. I mean, I didn't like the movie that much, but that's how it usually goes. Fans just want the same kind of game that the previous was. But no, devs always have to respin everything and ruin stuff up. It's usually the case that they want to try new stuff in their next game. But it usually never works. Usually never, yeah. It usually doesn't work. There we go. That's proper English, because it's a language. Daikatana is bad because, A, if any of your brain-dead pal dies, you die. And several other issues, including how crash-prone it was. Interesting.
You just realized if one could hack together games, it's just how efficient Katamari Damacy would be at cleaning up this place. Well, I would be cleaning up this place in an instant if this was a Katamari Damacy. I mean, I did do a live stream fully played through We Love a Katamari Damacy. We Love a Katamari. Because it's a fantastic game. I really do enjoy the Katamari Damacy games on the PlayStation 2. I've never played any of the other sequels because they were in Xbox and such, and I never had Xbox. So. Fine. You only said that the movie itself was bad, not the voice. Ah, and only that the mix of those two voices would be bad. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Man, hearing Borderlands 2 music. Not a good thing. Makes me want to play it again. I haven't played the Borderlands 2 in ages. Alright, carefully get this downstairs. I will make it through. Don't you worry. And I have made it through. My voice is totally gone because of the flu that I have right now. I mean, it's like totally gone. Shit. Oh, maybe a drink will help. There we go, that helps a little bit. Everybody talking about Daikatana. Why is everybody talking about Daikatana? We all know it's a bad game. It has a history that everybody knows of. The monitor. It's hard to aim in this game sometimes. Oh yeah, I wanted that bottle that I just took. So much garbage. Jeez. Roger Wilco, hygiene engineer. It all went surprisingly smooth yesterday, I can hardly believe it. We've gained control of the offices and have been picketing in front of the cameras ever since. Some of our budding artists have decided to paint some messages on the walls. Not sure I agree with all their sentiments, but at least it'll get management's attention. It looks like Joe found a cache of beers. This day just got even better. And one of the corpses was Roger Wilco. So this is where Roger Wilco ended up. Dead. Well, makes sense after Space Quest 6, where they pretty much retconned everything. Portable deal or no deal says today is not a good day for luck. Lost a million in just 2 years. Slowly but surely we are getting things indeed. When you hear that noise, this is what happens. Body parts. Happens in both machines. But this is the worst one because you get tons of body parts but from the bucket you only get a hand or a skull fragment, a liver, a leg. But here, I'm gonna have to fill one of the freaking boxes up with all this shit. Gonna be pretty much of garbage in this one. Oh, and into the freaking box. Donor parts transporter minigame. Don't want it. I'm trying to clean things up here and not make another mess. Robots for the win. Fitting for this level, if you ask me. Great throw. Over. Yeah, hopes and dreams, alright. My hopes and dreams were just crushed when I tried to do a Kobe. Just get in there.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm back with another box. One of those. You can't hold me down for long when this amazing music is playing.
You hate when that happens in real life with the biopod, i.e. the recyclable bag breaks. Yeah, that is nasty. Why? Why?
At least it wasn't like a ton of body parts this time, just a few. He's always broken, Petri. I just got lucky that it didn't happen before, but now it's gonna be happening a lot. Like I said, it happens with that machine and it happens with the bucket machine. Both of them are faulty. I mean, none of the equipment here works. Where did the body parts come from? From the machine. Duh. Ah, Silent Hill 2 music. Who puts body parts in the machine anyway? Well, it's a kind of a transporter thing that when you slam on the machine, it sends through a kind of a portal these boxes, and sometimes there can be some interpolar disturbances, which causes the body parts to appear instead. So in other words, whenever those body parts appear, you have just killed somebody by accident. But hey, it's just how it goes, you know. I mean, if they even had problems with the transports in Star Trek, the slow motion movie. It's like in Spaceballs. Fuck, in the future, nothing even works. No. Very appropriate music. Where does it fart those body parts and recycle bins? Yes, it does.
I thought I had taken this already. Cleanliness isn't free. Not really. Because you have to buy all kinds of detergents and everything to make everything clean. You killed whoever was trying to send the box through the portal. Yep, pretty much. Not exactly OSHA compliant, that teleporter thingy. No, not at all. OSHA would have a field trip with that kind of a device. Also, anybody else see that kind of a pixely, squiggly thingy on the screeny? Huh. Seems I have a lighting problem. Ah, now it's gone. I guess it was just a lighting problem. A lighting graphical glitch. Because it's gone now. A temporary graphical glitch. It can happen with the ambient occlusion. Which I have turned on. Because it makes the game look better. I'm not even playing this game with the highest graphics qualities and it still looks great. By the end of this game, will it reflect a Splatoon session? I think it already reflects that, but we're gonna get rid of that. So this will be a totally clean place in the end. Well, that's one way to get it downstairs. Excuse me, but are you drunk? Do I need to throw you in the furnace without anything in you? Because I see you seem to have had plenty enough. Bound, bound. Face will say. Nothing wants to work with me today. But then again, I did turn the physics a little bit higher, so it's a little bit wackier when it comes to physics. Makes the game a little bit more difficult, you know? Thinking of splicing together games, just imagine if this one was merged with the Octodad game. Boy, that would be a nightmare to try to play this game then. Even worse, merge it with Surgeon Simulator. I think Octodad would be worse. You could easily get used to playing this game with Surgeon Simulator controls. Well, not easy, but you would get used to it. But the Octodad? No. No way. Spice all three. Sturgeon Simulator cleanup detail. That would be a nightmare. That would be a total nightmare. Nobody would play that game. Tried that manhunting simulator that was inspired by Dog the Bounty Hunter. Never heard of such a game. Does this game VR? As far as I know, no. It doesn't have a VR support. It would be great if this game got VR support. I would play the shit out of this game in VR. I could see the prequel to this game being merged with Perfect Dark. Nice music. Yep, this is, I'm not gonna look at it. Thundercats? Rob Hubbard? Got it right. I mean, Rob Hubbard is always great music. I know my tunes, man, when it comes to Commodore 64 or Amiga. Especially when they're games that I know. Yeah, we did read this. It has just a little bit of in common to one of Rob's work for Dragon Slayer. It actually does, yeah. Rob did use in his early work, especially lots of the same sounds. So they kind of sound alike. So it's easy to recognize Rob Hubbard's work. Until later, he started to experiment with all kinds of different sounds. One more game that was played because of intro music. Did I tell you I replaced the hard drive of an old desktop with a laptop of yours? Did it yourself. Good work, Mew. Good work. I know what this game really needs. Micromanagement with a whole team of cleaners. Well, that's what the whole game is all about. Just micromanagement because you're cleaning up the place. I mean, this game is a multiplayer game. I'm just playing solo. Because nobody else has the game. It would be interesting to play this game with the other people. Which ones you like as composers, if you can give a top 10 or 5, Spidey? That's a hard question. Let's see. Do you mean, do you want a specific type of, do you like, do you mean all video games that I've ever played, or just, like, for Commodore 64 or Amiga or something? Or, as, like I said, as in just general, the, favorite composers. For the Commodore 64. Okay. Favorite composers for a Commodore: Mark Cooksey, Ben Daglish, Chris Hillsbeck, Rob Hubbard, Martin Galway. Those are 5. Not in any particular order, just 5 names that 5 composers that I really like on the Commodore 64. Now let's get rid of all this shit. No! You don't want to use it too much, otherwise that happens. There's still lots of bullets around here. All of them are composers like innovators at the time. Yeah, they were. Big innovators to the music industry, especially video game industry. There were a lot of inspirations for many video game composers. And they probably still are. Ultimicia's Castle. Oh, was it Ultimicia's Castle?
Oh yes, it was.
Like I said, I know my music. Oh yeah, I forgot to take this name tag. Miss Ruth Fielder. So this is where she died. Mrs. Ruth Fielder. Tool makes you ponder a combo of this game's prequel with that Ghostbusters game. What are you talking about, this game's prequel? What are you talking about, Jump? I don't get it. What do you mean, this game's prequel? Can you imagine a Ghostbusters themed level for this game? Easily. I can easily think that there would be a Ghostbusters themed level. It would be very fascinating. You're thinking of what could have been the event that led to this situation if it wasn't killer robots. Ah, that's what you're talking about. The prequel to the level. The event that happened in the level. That's what you're talking about. Don't call it a prequel, because that confuses people. Like it confused me and Mew. Aftermath of Jurassic Park as a level, that's another one that could work easily. Why is my webcam so slow? I just noticed that it's extremely slow. Ah, that explains it. Beep. There we go. Now it's better. And the green screen is dying, of course. Hang on. I'll fix the green screen. That should do it. The song was the best thing about the BMX simulator. I mean, the BMX simulator wasn't that bad of a game, it's just very difficult. Perfect. That actually works. Hey there, it's okay. I think I've gathered most of the garbage now, so we can start cleaning up the place. Well, it took me almost 2 hours to get rid of all the bodies and such. So let's start with this room. La di da di da, di 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 di. That's like the same stuff out of the Logan's Run universe. Don't remember much about Logan's Run. I have seen it once. Taking a photo of something impairs your memory of it, whether you expect to keep the photo or not. Reasons for this remain are largely unknown, finds a new study. Huh. That is interesting. Very ominous music. But then again, it's Fallout 2, so... Loading up a Let's Play of BMX Simulator right now. Alright, better than you remember it being, though that's been far better games in this style. They put students to take photos or just look at paintings. And this time, subjects remember details worse if they took a picture. That is fascinating. Huh. I wonder why our memory works like that. Why not get a new bucket and continue cleaning? Well, because I would still have to get all of these buckets into the furnace, and that would be a lot more tedious to just go back and forth with all the buckets, one at a time. I have tried that, and this actually saves up a lot more time, just cleaning up a place, then taking this bucket out. And there was a bullet casing there. No, they don't fit in the container. They're standing. I saw it drop out of the bucket, but in the corner, perfectly standing there. Turned into a Blair Witch project there for a second. The MOP looks like a creepy alien cyborg tentacle. Yep. That's what I've always thought. Because lining up the shot consumes precious working memory which would normally save in visual details. Oh, that actually makes sense, man. Yes, yeah. That actually makes sense that you don't focus on the painting itself when you're taking a picture. Very fascinating. Very fascinating. Oh yeah, that actually is true. I can stack them into 2 buckets. Totally forgot about that. Thanks, Lucia. That actually saves up much more time. How did I forget that you can actually safely do that? It's been a long time since I played this. It shows that I didn't even remember that trick. I do remember I started doing it at one point and I was like, hey, this works. No whammies, no whammies. Thank you. That's some kind of Harry Potter mop. Yep, that's what it is. It's a sci-fi mop. It has the absorbent power of a Gleefnork. Whatever that is. I totally just made that up. Well, I kinda am like a Pac-Man right now. Wacka, 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 wacka. Wacka, 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 wacka. Then we stack this. This. So. The good thing about this is that the other bucket that goes into the other, it actually sticks in there. That's why it's safe to carry them. But if you put more in there than 2, it becomes unstable. But this is a good way of getting things cleaner, faster. More efficient. You can also carry 2 clean buckets like that, without worrying that they explode or something. Just have to be careful once you get the other bucket out of the other. But there are tricks to the game to make it more efficient. No! No, 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 son of a bitch. Like I said, all the equipment in this game are broken. Even the bucket machine gives you body parts now and then. And the device where I got the vials from, you can get advertisements from it. You son of a bitch. Hei! Jongleria tulee. You just had to do it, bitch. Fine. Bum, 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 bum. I'm a real hero fighting against dirt. In the current experiment, after taking pictures or not, every participant had the same amount of time to take in the paintings without use of equipment. Ugh. Source and Storm have a speculative second interpretation. They suggest that the effort involved in taking a photo, getting the framing right, ensuring the lens is in focus, leads to the sense that you've done a good job of encoding the object itself, even though you have been focusing more on the peripheral features. So you're not mentally slacking off because you think the camera has it covered, but because you think you already have. Oh god, they got stuck so badly. What a waste. What a waste of buckets. There. Stand there. Think about what you've done. I'm just gonna stick to the 1 bucket method. Not worth the hassle. I'm gonna do this old school style. Just gonna clean everything through pain and misery. Ah, Dune music. Worm sign. Which is pretty much the main tune to the game when you start it. Also, don't bang the bucket onto the walls when it's full like this. If you smash it and all the contents fly out, it'll make everything super dirty. Like it will make a mess like this. And you have to clean it all up again. And that is so much fun. Apparently nobody has any comments on the thing that Petri has been talking about. I guess people aren't that much into science. Whoops. Almost. Almost spilled the drink. I really should do another Dune live stream Let's Play. Because last time it all borked up. I wasn't able to play it through. And it deserves to be played through. I mean, Doom is such a great game anyway. Doom is a great game. It's also very difficult. I usually lose when I start getting all those soldiers and everything and the hard-on and start attacking. That's usually when I start to fuck things up, because I don't know how to properly train them. So instead I always focus on the spice. But you should really start to focus on the soldiers immediately. But still, when the Harkonnen start to appear, they get their asses kicked. It's something that I need to learn to do better in the game. All the military stuff. Or the freemen. See what happens if you freaking kick the bucket over? We've got cleaning to do. Ah, more Pac-Mania.
My voice is not good for singing.
This clean. Estimated time 3 hours. My ass. When you do the solo, this is going to be 5 hours for me. Hey, Thurgun. Yes, we are. And it's going pretty well when it's a level I haven't played before. It's been a fascinating level. Everything's being ported to Switch. Just found that bomb disposal game in their eShop. Joe and Mag, Harvest Moon, tons. So you mean Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is also on the Switch? That's it renamed though. Why rename it? Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is a great name for the game. They'll do exactly what it is. A bomb disposal game. And if you don't tell the other what to do and how to defuse the bomb, you're all gonna explode.
In Switch, they're calling it Them Bombs. That is a really bad name for it. Really, really bad name. Keep Talking Nobody Explodes is perfect. Why change it? I don't remember this music. I know it's from Undertale. It's not snowed in, but it's in the area. One of the ice areas, maybe. Oh, it's the shop music. This is the snowed in town shop music. Ah, Fallout music. This I recognize easily. I hear it so many times in the game. I can even picture myself going through some level where this music plays. Imagining blowing up the head of a super mutant right now. Well, actually, the bloody mess isn't for the super mutants not blowing their heads off, it's half of their body just... The bloody mess deaths in Fallout games are always... So, Viscera. Lots of gore and Viscera. Seems like you need to stick to watching streams via Stream Link with its 8 to 10 second latency. Third time now your whole computer freezes while watching. Wow. That's a really bad... How does it freeze your whole computer? That's really awful. Jeez. Well, at least you get to watch it from Stream Link. I mean, I know that it's not the best, but at least you get to see it, Jace. Sounds go bzzz, like last buffer keeps repeating for a few seconds and nothing responds. Total lockdown. That's nasty. I wonder what caused it. Isn't it always fun when you hear a music that you've listened to millions of times during your gameplay history, and then you just keep hearing in your mind. When you hear the music, you hear in your mind also the sound effects from the game that go with it. That's what I'm hearing right now in my mind. All kinds of weaponry being shot and all these sound effects of the super mutants and stuff. Ah, Double Dragon. Double Dragon 2 to be exact. Because nobody likes the Amiga version of Double Dragon 1's music. Ah, freaking damn it! See what I mean when you put three buckets together, how unstable it gets? But it's perfect with two buckets.
mean, even carrying it is very unstable. Just look at it leaning everywhere. No! Damn you, bucket! Get. Take care, Patrick. Probably incompatible user. Nothing to do with specs, definitely.
Alien.
Oh no. Let me see, what else was there said? MOP just got stuck its freaky fleshy finger out like it was pointing. Ah, that's why you said alien.
Alien. Alien. Ouch.
Had a lot of freezing issues with the Win 10 on this main PC. It has older parts from 2011 but still fast. Now you're using Win 8.1 with no issue. Win 10 is known to have freezing issues with no explanation. It rarely happens to me with the Windows 10. But then again, I think the problem might be that Windows 10 is not the most compatible with older computers. So that might be causing the freezing. I mean, I hardly ever get, like, the blue screen of death or something with the Windows 10. I guess I'd just be lucky. Also got another reply on showing offline issues. So what's your user account name after having signed every message with Jason? Might mean someone will look into it soonish. Well, I hope so. If there's somebody will help you out with that issue. Ever play any Scribble Knots? You can really get some crazy physics going in that game series. Scribble Knots? I think I played that. It's I think I played the main game. Isn't the Scribble Knots the one where they get the magic notebook and they write something on it and they get that item? Whatever they write on the book, they will get that to solve all kinds of puzzles in all of the levels. I feel the need to fight zombies with plants. Go for it. Zombies versus Plants vs. Zombies is a great game. You can also get things to fight things and have crazy things happen. I know. I think I have done live streams of it, but like that was years ago, so they're not saved on YouTube or anything. I think I did those when I was still on Instagib or something, or Hitbox, doing streams there. So, but Scribble Knots is a really, really fun game because of all the things you can imagine can happen in the game. I've never played the Scribble Knots DC Comics version. I've never played that because I'm not a big fan of DC Comics, so I haven't bothered buying it. But I did play the original Scribble Knots a lot. Because it's such a fun game. It's a very cutesy, woodsy, fun game. With all kinds of crazy stuff that you're gonna make happen. It's just a game full of imagination, which makes it a lot of fun. Pretty much, you could say that the sky is the limit. Literally. Of course, I gotta have Vice City's main theme here. Come on, man. It's freaking awesome too. Too bad I can't have music from the game on a robot. My voice just comes and goes, and now it's gone again. I guess drinking juice would help if I had any in there. So what do you think? What do you guys think about this game? Nice and relaxing, isn't it? That's why I played this game for 140 hours or more. But it's just a nice, fun, relaxing game. Just realized there's glass here. Get rid of you. It's a great game, looks like it at least. It is. It would be a lot more fun if you had friends to play with. Because then you can do all kinds of shenanigans just to annoy each other. You made your mind up long ago, you love it, so yes, Mew likes this game and is planning on purchasing it. When do you get paid next? Really should also wait if it gets on sale again, because usually this game, when it goes on sale, it's like 75% cheaper, so it doesn't cost anything. So like I said, when this game goes to sale, the whole game with the DLCs is like $5 at most. Summer sales coming up soon. As usual, they might be at the end of June. So I'm expecting the summer sales to start at least June 20th, or usually at that. Usually it's the 2 last weeks of June when it happens, and goes over to July. So we'll see. But I'm expecting it to happen soon, in a couple of weeks. Why? Why must you do this? All I just want is a bucket. Clean shit up. But it just gives me more mess. Why? Why must you be so cool? If you're wondering what the hell I'm doing, yes, I have a plan. Got DEF CON? If that's a game, I don't know. If it's a game from Steam, then that would be a no. But if it's a game on the Amiga, I might have it. But if it's a game on the Commodore 64, I might have it. Gotta be more specific when you mention a game or something, because I don't know all 5 million games that are in the world. Game on PC, modern, or anything. Like I said, you gotta be more specific when you ask me those kind of questions. Modern, you guess it's on Steam. Then no, then I don't have it. Definitely don't. Hey there, Robo! Nuclear Warfare Simulator multiplayer. I don't play multiplayer games, Tsumukek. If you ever think of a multiplayer game that is just specifically for multiplayer, I don't have those kind of games on my Steam list or anything because I don't play them. I don't play MMO games. I'm just not into them. Everything's so nice and purple here. Oh, Mad Moxie and your Underdome. If anybody saw Mad Moxie from Borderlands, you would all go. I think you all would, all the guys would go swing, because Mad Moxie is hot of a video game character. I thought I had brought more buckets, but apparently I already ran out. Final Fantasy VII, Birth of a God. At least I think it's Birth of a God. It should be Birth of a God. I'm still not looking because I'm not sure. But I'm sure. Not sure, but I'm sure. Besides, I was carrying a bouquet, so I have to be careful. Fantasy VII, Birth of a God, yeah. What's correct? This is one of my favorite tunes from the game. This is a fight before the one-winged angel. Birthing a God sounds like it would be either the least or most painful thing ever, depending on the kind of God. True. Slowly getting there. Just know what you're getting into when you name your kid Deathbringer, Slayer of Mankind. True. Ugh. We're getting there. It's slow work, but it's rewarding, at least. I hope this is not boring for you guys. If it does get boring, just start talking with each other. That's a good way to entertain them yourselves and others. I'm not talking much because I don't know what to say. I'm just cleaning. Just cleaning and enjoying the music. Unless somebody can come up with a topic of some kind. That doesn't bore Gabriel. That's good. Good to know. Whoop. Recently, I saw some people playing actually playing this game. Oh, there was a big group of people playing this game, and they didn't know anything about this game. And I was watching them, and to some people it would be funny to just watch because they're so inept and they don't know what to do in the game and how to handle things. And I was like, oh my god, my OCD is going haywire. Learn how to play the game before you start playing the game. It was nerve-wracking to watch it because I just wanted so bad to just get into their game and teach them how to play this. They were so bad at the game. I couldn't even laugh at their antics much. Well, at points I could easily. But still, because of all the mistakes they made and not knowing what to do with some stuff, I was like, no, please, no, God, make it end now. And apparently, the Specky is turning into a Murloc. I wonder why. This music is, for some reason, very familiar. Actually, last Sunday when I played the Dyna Blaster, I had totally forgotten that I was supposed to play Populous 2. Because previous Sunday I had played Populous 1 and I said that I would play Populous 2, but I totally forgot and I was like, I'll play some Dyna Blaster instead. But on the next Sunday I will play Populous 2. That is a promise. I'm still wondering why you're turning into a Murloc. Of course I have my apparatus. See? Apparatus! Can't go anywhere without my apparatus. Okay. I guess it's Dyna Blaster Day again. Don't question why there's purple blood. It's not blood, it's oil. We know it where it's from. That's where the robots were. It's not blood. Oil. Mixed with blood. So we don't question, no need to question anything, because we know what it is. In some levels, the robot have pure oil, which is totally black. And some aliens have green blood, either bright green or dark green. And some actually have a purple blood, but this is these robots have a purple oil liquid. Yeah, we turned that into our own inside joke, Specky. I mean, it's a classic moment. It's so stupid in the movie when they say it. Robo, you're developing a game? A lightweight mobile PC RPG game. Fascinating. Turn-based, real-time. Casey. Where the hell did you come from? Jenny's there. Get bird. The beginning of this song sounds vaguely like Monkey Island. I guess it's the flute that makes it. Music a bit loud? Well, if it is a bit loud, then I will turn it down. Like so. There. Better? Hey there, sit low. Sit low, sit low, sit low, sit low, sit low. It would actually be Diablo-esque, but you have a few ideas that would set it apart. Ah, so it's gonna be a hack and slash RPG. Got it. So it would be real time then, not turn-based. Well, it could be voice low as well, because sometimes I'm talking away from the microphone, so then it doesn't pick up my voice as best. But I try to be right here. Like so. Full frontal mic. Sexy. It's not a directional mic, you know, so. But
English, it's a language. Someday I'll learn to say the word. Condensation microphones are great because they can take away a lot of the background noise. Are you in Freddy Krueger's domain? Nah. I'm just cleaning up the shit. That's all. Great. English can be rough for non-native English speakers. Yeah, especially when I forget words. I mean, I have a good grasp of the English language. It's just sometimes I just forget words. That's all. Like condensation. Totally forgot about what the condensator microphone. Well, that's why my slogan on the live stream, Robo, is, well, pretty much the overall slogan is English. It's a language. Fairy tale memories. Yeah, I have memories too. I once tried the game. Didn't do well. It's a hard game. Well, pretty much the Viscera Cleanup Detail Halloween DLC has lots of references to all kinds of slasher movies and such. In it, Nightmare on Elm Street. So the Nightmare on Elm Street edition kinda exists. God damn it, how do you do this? Yep. Yep. Whoa. Shit. Well, there's this graffiti on the wall, and somebody told me that you need to use these vials of acid to get rid of them, so gotta throw them into the wall and hope that I hit. Whack! Almost got it. Jackpot. Now we just wait for the acid to dissolve as best that it can, and then... Really? This is what the acid leaves behind? Oh, for fuck! I gotta get rid of all that, too! Such a news as if it don't hit the right spot. Yeah. Yo. Bucket. That gun is a welding tool.
It shoots out the lasers and it fixes bullet holes. So all that mess that I've done on the walls with the acid, I gotta fix those with that. As well as all these bullet holes. So yay for more work! The gun is a welding tool. The acid stains are evil. Zardoz.
The gun is a welding tool. The acid stains are evil.
And then everybody gets a welding tool. Now, trust me, Sinla, if you're not careful with the welding tool, you're gonna set things on fire. What's the blue marks? Things I need to fix, like this. Epic battle music for epic battleness. Me fighting against the bees. You don't see Roger Wilco do this kind of shit. Also gotta be careful not to shoot the wrong things, because the welder can turn things into rubbish. Like, I could melt this chair right here into a big blob of metal. Then you gotta throw it into the furnace. Forgot that I had the bucket there. So who is John yesterday tomorrow? Nobody. Because we are done with the game already. Oh, he was a somebody, alright. You can see the ending of the game from yesterday, when I played the game through. Well, then I won't spoil it for you. Not gonna tell you anything. You'll have to find out yourself who John yesterday is. There we go. I think that's all the bullet holes in this area. Now let's make more holes with the acid. Work, work. Yeah. Perfect. I'm getting the hang of this. Slightly. Yeah. What? I think that needs another. Yeah. Yeah. That didn't even hit, did it? Maybe it did. Yeah, it did. All right. Heads up! Awesome. So many bullet holes! So much of everything! So much work! How much of that freaking acid do I need to throw around here? Jeez. Where are our rights? Behind the corner. Go look for there. I think Sinlao is going crazy because nobody else is talking to him. Somebody help him out. This game could use some horror music in the background. This fighting music is not intense enough. But if you want horror music, let me see. It's gonna change the music anyway. But is it gonna be horror music? Hell no, that's a Metal Gear Solid 2. This could fit. BioShock music. Where are your rights on the other side of your lefts? That did deserve a rim shot, that's for sure. To the right of right is left. Where are our rights? The opposite of your wrongs. See, I can do it too. Play the pun game. Stop giving all the Viscera. Give me all the Viscera. I need more. Thank you. Reverse psychology. It works. There was somebody else, another artist that I wanted to look for. Where are you? Well, Switchblade in-game music, yeah, that works. Because Tomoke said that this game requires some horror music, then... How about this? Some Silent Hill music. I'll even turn off shuffling so it'll play all the Silent Hill music that I have in row. You could build a whole new janitor with all the parts it's spewing out. Eventually, yeah. Although you never get a head out of it. Only other limbs and such, but never a head. Organs, limbs, and sometimes even the torso can come out of it. But I've never seen a head coming out of it, just parts of the skull. We got 2 legs already, and an arm, a liver. Possibly, I don't know, pancreas? Piece of a skull. Hey there, Murzu. Yes, I am joined cleaning force. I've been cleaning for 3 hours now. Doesn't that floor get footprints again if you walk up blood? Yep. But you eventually have to get rid of all of it, so... It's good sometimes to get rid of the worst parts. Before they get even worse, you know. Just gradually get rid of everything.
Murzo, 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 murzo.
Now let's get rid of a little bit of this stuff here. We heard this earlier, so I'm gonna put something else. Spidey, master of the cleaning universe. Not really, but I just like the game, so I get I am efficient in it at least. Like He-Man, but not here. The chat bar is broken. Ah. Hang on. Try it now. I wonder if it was broken also over on YouTube. Would it be faster to throw the upstairs buckets down the stairs? No, because that would cause them to flip over and lose all the water. If you tip over a bucket, it will lose all the water from it. So throwing them downstairs is a bad idea. A very, very bad idea. Just clean the mess when you get downstairs. But that's even more just making more mess. Tomoke, you're not thinking very efficiently. I know how to play this game. Just trust me, I know what I'm doing, man. Haven't you seen how fast I'm doing this already? You're trying to front seat. Don't front seat, don't back seat, don't do nothing. If you haven't noticed, I know what I'm doing, so I don't need to be told what to do or anything. At least I get to tell you how bad of an idea some of your ideas can be. So I'm teaching you how to play the game if you ever want to play this game yourself. Giving you Spider's hot tips on how to clean up stuff. Who is Bob? Bob is Bob. Bob is the prophet of the Church of Subgenius. Bob is a very disgruntled janitor who is trying to save the janitor world. That's the best explanation I've got. If you ever want to get the game, well, that was only towards Sumoke, Mew. I know that you will get the game. Anybody want legs? Can you upgrade them up? You cannot upgrade anything. This is not an RPG. There are no upgrades, there are no level ups, there's nothing like that. You just have your mop, you have your sniffer, you can find a broom that I need to clean, and you have the welder lying about somewhere that you can use. That's all you get. Oh, well, also you have all the other stuff that you can get from the dispenser machine. But when it comes to tools, those are your tools. What is the broom for? For shoving up like garbage together into a pile. But I never used this for anything. I think the broom is a useless item. The mop cleans up everything a lot better. I guess the broom has its use in some levels, but generally... I mean, I guess in some of the levels where there's sand, you can use the broom to pile up the sand a lot better because you have to cover some stuff with sand, so you can use that. But on those levels, you actually get a shovel to do the job. So, all in all, I find the broom totally useless. Don't know why it's in the game. Is it possible to get more buckets than only one? Yes, you can get as many buckets as you want. But you can only carry one at a time. What's the mop-looking thing next to the cubicles? That's exactly what it is. It's a mop. See? It's a mop. Same thing as this one. This is something same like Never-Ending Story. How is this same like Never-Ending Story? I don't remember ever cleaning up a Viscera and gore in Never-Ending Story. No, it's not a MOP upgrade. It's just another MOP that you cannot use. Because you already have a MOP. Can you switch to the other MOP? No, because I already have a MOP. You cannot get another MOP. You already have one. Do you not hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? How many freaking visceral parts am I gonna get out of this? 4. What, no 5th part? You disappoint me. You disappoint me, Slush-O-Matic. Al Capone mob boss, SpiderMwa boss. Oh, come on, there's only one person who is a lot better than me using a mop or any kind of cleaning tool. Roger Wilco. Duh. He's the janitor extraordinaire. I'm just a janitor. I don't go into high adventures of galore and such. I just clean up stuff. Wouldn't it be a hoot if we got a third-person view and found out this guy was just Toxic Avenger? That would be awesome. But then again, there is also Toxic Avenger who would be better with a mop than me. Yeah, I forgot to turn the shuffling back on. And also, yeah, Stanley Spadowski. He's the best with a mop. He even beats up mobsters with a mop. And he wields it like a lightsaber. So yeah. There's at least 3 people who are better than me with a mop. Man, we've been getting so much blood out of it, this has turned black. Jeez. That's what this place needs. The fire hose! What's your favorite mop? I don't know. Excuse me. Just coming through here to clean up stuff.
Whack! Excuse me.
Great, could you get out of the fucking way? Thank you. Yep. There you are. And whee!
There we go.
Ugh, freaking throat. That was the perfect throw. Oh, more Fallout music. Awesome. Spidey maybe understand this Finnish humor. What junior cleaner hopes birthday presents Mopo? Mopo. Indeed, it was a really wooden leg joke. Yep. That's why I didn't laugh. This was so bad. Oh, I know this music. This is on Reading. I should really rename the name of the song that is only on Fallout 2. If you smudge the acid with the mop on other graffiti, will it work to dissolve it? I don't know. I've never seen this acid before. But I don't think you can smudge it because the mop only cleans things up, so I don't think it would work. Because I only clean it up. Everything okay here? Good. Excuse me. myself a little bit of a souvenir. Yeah, but I don't think it would have worked that way, Tumuke. I don't think the acid would still work when it's on the MOP. But we could try. I mean, why not try it out? No harm in trying. Some people are arguing outside. Got the windows open, so easy to hear. But there's people talking outside. Well, physics. Thanks for that. Fuck. And that is why you don't drop full buckets down the stairs. Exactly. Look at this mess. But spilling a bucket does make less mess than you cleaned with it. Still, it's still more mess. And that would just irk me. Like, that irked me when I spilled that bucket. It would just annoy the fuck out of me. That's why I don't do it. You just don't do it. You just don't. How did you... What? From... Burned over the... Did it go... What? There's the game logo. Again, you're playing Birth of God? Actually, let's put this. Oh, not that. This. There. I'm sure everybody would want a welder like this. That's one way of getting rid of garbage and such. Just burn it. Persistent little motherfucker. They really went to war down here. Bullet holes everywhere. No! Stop it! Yeah! Stop it! Yeah, back. Oh, for fuck's sake, why? Stop it! God damn it. Why is everything burning so easily now? Why? Am I not hitting it right or something? Sometimes you gotta be so precise with your aim. Yep, it's forked. I'm just missing it somehow. Hey there, Nemcos. The area is called Uprising. It's like it's pretty much the offices of where I work, or what hires me to work. And there was an Uprising, and the robots killed all the other employees here. The janitors didn't like the way that the whole company treated them. They came here upstairs to have a little bit of a protest, and they were trapped here for a couple of days, and then they got killed. At least that's what we found out with all the information. What happened here. Yep. You prefer the Event Horizon ship yourself. Ugh. I hate that level. Because of the zero gravity that you have to do to clean the place up. It's so annoying. It doesn't have a furnace, you have to blow everything out into outer space, and cleaning that room up itself is a pain. Sorry, Mio, but that's not how it would work here. Okay, I'm tired of all that freaking gore that this machine keeps giving me. And of course, I even screwed that up. Yeah. Ain't that the story of my life? I try to clean things up, but I make it worse. I might as well stop the live stream here. I'm getting tired. So might as well save the game. A lot of saves still there. He remembers all of my old saves. New save game. Oh, it's an exciting level, I have to say. I do like it. It's the job that never ends. Well, basically, well, it does end. It just takes a long while you're doing it on your own. But that's why I like the game. It's nice. It's a very relaxing and very satisfying. After you do a really good job, it's extremely satisfying. But you can, but as you can see, it takes a freaking long time to do. Get sucked out the airlock. Let's do that. Off to your psych evaluation? Hell yeah, I am. Well, yeah, that's enough for Viscera cleanup details. So, thank you everybody for joining the live stream. Hopefully you had a good time here. And enjoy. Ugh. Well, let's say enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys on Sunday when I will be playing Populous 2. Event Horizon took about 3.5 hours. Santa's Grotto was about 2.5. Yeah, about, when you do it alone. Yeah. And remember, for the love of God, never work for any of these companies, even if they give you cookies. And clean up your house. Yes, clean up your homes. So I'll see you guys Sunday, and remember, don't wear on your thumbs. So I'll see you guys Sunday. I'm sorry, Wally Beaven, but your Tetris is too long of an outro music, so I'll have to change to something else, like, Midnight Resistance. Why not?
Excuse me, microphone, but I'm trying to say goodbye to my audience. Thank you.